outside Bidvest South Africa container depot, where 106 workers from the Union of Metalworkers of South Africa are striking following the retrenchment by their employer, Bidvest Company, reason being that they are hiring through labor brokers and outsourcing. The strike has been going on for 2 weeks now since the 6th of January 2025, and no feedback has been given by the Bidvest Company to the union. We are going to find out more by doing interviews with the Bidvest Company and also talking to the union itself. With me, I have Mzamo Khoza, NUMSA Regional Secretary of KwaZulu-Natal. Mr. Khoza, can you tell us more about what's happening today?
Good afternoon to you and your viewers. What is happening here today is that our members have actually embarked on a protected strike. This was informed by the notice that was issued by the employer to ourselves, in that the employer was anticipating to retrench our members. But what has happened is that in terms of the legal provisions, the notice was issued under Section 189, capital letter A of the Labour Relations Act, which actually gave parties an opportunity to engage for a period of 60 days and also to have 4 meetings for meaningful consultation. Unfortunately, that particular process did not yield a positive result because we did not manage to reach some sort of a consensus in order to make sure that parties resolve the main issue according to what the Act seeks to achieve in an event of a Section 189 notice issued to a trade union or to the workers in general. However, what has happened is that in the first meeting, the employer, when they presented their own business case, among other reasons, they said that the company has lost certain customers and the company is not making money. From where we seated, which was not true, because in our third consultation meeting, after we went to our members to report, our members indicated to us that there's no customer that has been lost by Bidvest, and the company is still competitive. So we went back to the employer demanding that they must tell us the truthful information on what exactly informed the Section 189 process. They came up to us in a third consultation meeting. They indicated that no, the actual effect is that they want to change the business model, in that they want to outsource work that is performed by our members here at Bidvest. When ours is that we are very much disappointed because the employer was supposed to tell us that up front, because the issue of outsourcing, from where we seated, it doesn't qualify to be treated as Section 189. It was a matter that was supposed to be discussed internally outside of a Section 189 process. So from where we seated, we actually oppose the issue of outsourcing, because what it does, it undermines collective bargaining. Also, it tempers with the variation of conditions of employment for our members, because it was brought to our attention that in some of the plants in Johannesburg and Cape Town, the employer managed to outsource, but what they've done is that they reduced the rates of our members from 80-something rand to 20 rands, of which we cannot allow that to happen here in Durban. So we are very much opposed to what is happening. That's why our members are out. We are supporting them as an organization in making sure that we are fighting against this exploitation that the employer is unleashing against our members.
Mr. Khoza, how long are you planning on keeping the strike going on, and what results are you hoping for at the end?
From where we seated, because the employer is not reluctant to come to the party or to the table to engage with us, this strike will continue indefinite, because we cannot afford a situation where the work, where the company is competitive, they haven't lost any customers, and instead they've gained more customers. And then we allow a situation where workers might be in a situation where they will have to be outsourced and be subjected to some of the things that we have just unpacked before you. So ours is that the strike is indefinite. We will continue to strike with our members up until the employer come to the table and speak sense to us, because we can see that this is just a bring and share kind of an arrangement, because it threatens job security and advances the interest of the employer, which is to exploit our members unnecessarily.
Are there any alternatives being put forward just so that you can assist workers during this time of the strike while waiting for a feedback from the Bidvest company?
We know that times are tough. As an organization, we are going to have internal discussion on what is it that we can do while our members are on strike, but we know that the organization have policies, decisions are taken by constitutional structures, but we'll have a discussion amongst ourselves to do that. But our members are combat ready to deal with with this war that the employers declared against ourselves. But any other thing is that we are going to support them where we can and make sure that we are with them. But at the same time, we are of the opinion that our doors are not closed. If the employer is willing to engage with us, we'll avail ourselves. But for now, we can see that there's resistance on the side of the employer to come and engage with us with an intent to find a workable solution.
Thank you, Mr. Khoza. That is it from the Regional Secretary of KwaZulu-Natal from the Union of the Metal Workers. Mr. Pakkies, can you tell us what's going on today?
Today we are here to support our members that are on strike. We are part of the strike as a RETUSA because there are two unions that are operating at Bidvest, but we are a minority union to NUMSA. So NUMSA is the one that are leading a strike into this thing. Because we are both of us here together, we are obliged to come and support the workers, not my individual, but the workers that are here on strike, because even our members are affected by the Section 189 that NUMSA was spoke about.
Have you taken any measures regarding the strike and the problem at hand?
There's a number of attempts that has been made to try to resolve the strike. Remember, the company, like NUMSA was saying, the company sent us to Section 189. In fact, they were disguising as Section 189, whereas they were going to outsource. And during the process, we said to the company, withdraw Section 189 and come over the table so that we can be able to discuss issues and resolve this matter. The company was very reluctant to come on the table to discuss these things. Yes. Sorry about that.
Mr. Pakkies, ikhona mhlambe progress eyenzakalayo njengamanje njengoba ku strike nje ikhona mhlambe progress noma okunye mhlambe okuvelayo ngase kube indlela yokuthi niqhubekele phambili njengama companies?
So far bingekho indlela noma progress that has been made because the company is not prepared to come on board. Izodiscussa nathi ama issues abasebenzi. The only company they wanted to knock out abasebenzi like they've done, and they wanted us to finalize the issue of ama picketing rules. Currently, tomorrow we are going back to the CCMA and address the issue because the company has applied for ama picketing rules so that we can be able to demonstrate and toy and show the people what currently the employees are going through. So if you don't do that, if you don't picket and do that, so everybody that go past here, they don't see ukuthi we are on strike. They thought maybe sihlalele njengabasebenzi la asenze lutho, but in essence we are on strike. But we cannot picket unless we finalize the picketing rules as required by the Act.
This strike evidently reflects the tension between Bidvest SACD and two unions, which are RETUSA and NUMSA. For now, all eyes are on whether these two unions and the company could reach a common ground. We tried reaching out to Bidvest SACD with no avail and are going to keep on following up on the story. Reporting live for News Live SA, I'm Nthimotse Pakkies.